Today I planned us to spend a day in the city of Palo Alto, but unfortunately I didn't research enough and found out as we got there that the area or the place that I wanted us to see was closed. But luckily the day turned out alright. So my name is Alice, welcome to my channel Wander with Alice, and let's check out my failed but successful day in Palo Alto. Hello everyone! So today is just going to be a chill day. We are just going to visit a few spots in Palo Alto, first with a beautiful garden and then to Palo Alto's History Museum, and end the day at a nice little cafe. So just a chill day exploring the city of Palo Alto. So our very first stop is the Elizabeth F. Gamble Garden. It is a beautiful 2.5-acre historic garden, and it was only by chance that I found out about this place. Wow, you guys, this place is beautiful. And the funny thing is, I didn't even know that Palo Alto had a place like this. I was actually visiting the HP garage when I passed by here, and I was like, oh my god, that looks so beautiful. I need to visit it. And then I started researching, and it turned out to be an historic area where this entire place used to be owned by Elizabeth Gamble, and she's actually the granddaughter of Proctor Gamble, which is really cool. And she donated her home to the city of Palo Alto after her death. And since then they have restored all the gardens and some of the buildings, and it is open to the public today. Procter & Gamble is an American multinational consumer goods corporation. But let's be honest, they're one of those corporation giants that own the world. You may recognize the P&G symbol on a few of the products in your household. They're also the parent company of companies like Johnson & Johnson, Gillette, Duracell, and Oral-B, and that's just naming a few. So this garden and the buildings belong to the granddaughter of James Gamble, one of the founders of Procter & Gamble. Elizabeth left her house and garden to the city of Palo Alto after her death in 1981. And in 1985, the garden was opened to the public, and that consists of the gardens as well as the historic home, a carriage house, and a tea room. There's so many little gardens around here. They're all sectioned off. So apparently there's supposed to be a rose garden, a cutting garden, a herbal garden, among other types of gardens that they had back in the day. But they're all sectioned off, so the deeper you go into this property, the more you find, which is kind of exciting. You're able to visit the main house, which is built in 1902, and explore the lower levels. But the upper levels, I believe, has live-in residents that take care of the property, but that's just my assumptions, so do not quote me on that. But what I love about the place is that it does have a public little library where you can come and study or just read. It's a really nice, quiet place. So that was Elizabeth Gamble's garden, and since the HP garage is close by, I think I'm going to stop by it really quick and hope and pray that the garage is actually open so that I can see what's inside and everything. So that is the next plan, and then we are going to go to Palo Alto's History Museum. The HP garage is known as the birthplace of Silicon Valley. Today, the house is still owned by HP, and it is a California historical landmark. It is only open on private tours, which unfortunately I didn't know at the time. So this is fail number 1, you guys. Well, that was a fail. The HP garage is again closed, so we are going to head over to our next stop, which is the Museum of American Heritage, which is actually not too far from here, so it's on the way. So when all is lost, just grab a good cup of coffee. Cafe Venetia is one fancy cafe located in downtown Palo Alto. They have a nice selection of cakes and sandwiches and a handful of coffee drinks. So there's no over-the-top fancy coffee here, you guys, just their usual lattes, cappuccinos, macchiatos, and espressos. They also have this huge gift wall selection where you can buy bags of whole bean coffee, chocolates, soaps, candles, and mugs. Since their coffee is quite delicious, I do think this is a great place to buy a small gift for the coffee lovers in your life. But today, we are here for lunch, and boy, was it delicious. So here's what I ordered. This beautiful looking quiche, a fruit tart, and an iced latte macchiato. Everything looks so delicious. This is so good, you guys. A potato quiche, and the flavors are just really, really subtle but delicious. Now it's time for desserts. To be perfectly honest, guys, I've never tried a fruit tart before, so I'm hoping that this would be a great first experience. So here goes. It's really good. It's slightly sweet, slightly tart because of the fruit, but really, really flavorful. It's a really good first fruit tart. Alright, so today wasn't a complete fail, even though the museum wasn't open. However, the last activity of the day was just perfect. Everything was so delicious. The cafe was so cute. So yeah, I would have to say that today was a successful yet kind of a failed day, but nevertheless very, very nice. And I hope you enjoyed this little excursion with me as well. So many cars. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.